meat-free bacon. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because, well, I want to talk about meat-free bacon. How can we have meat-free bacon? Well, it's plant-based, everyone. I'm stumbling even when I'm saying it. It's just so stupid. You've got all of these plant-based foods, which is essentially highly processed, factory-manufactured foods that are advertised as meat substitutes. And they're packaged and their colors are added to make them appear like meat. I guess for people that want to pretend they're eating animal foods when they're not, or maybe to alleviate some of the guilt people have for the environment. You'll see there's a few reasons why people adopt plant-based diets. One is perceived health benefits. The other is perceived environmental benefits. And then there's people that simply on ethical grounds, they don't want to kill an animal to sustain themselves. Now, we are a heavy animal product eating family. We eat a lot of animal products, a lot of meats, a lot of cheeses and milks. And I have no objection to consuming animals for me to live or for my children to grow up strong and healthy. So I appreciate why people might have an ethical objection to doing it, but we're living in nature now, everyone. It's survival of the fittest, and fortunately humans are at the top, at least for now. At least for now, maybe not for much longer. Now next is the environmental impacts. What do you think someone who goes completely vegan, and that's even more hardcore than vegetarian, vegan, for a whole year, what do you think the carbon offset of that is? How much do you think it's worth? Put a dollar number on it while I have a shot of my, well, probably vegan coffee because it's straight black. It's $5. $5. And that's an insane amount of veganism that no one can achieve. You can't even look at LCD screens because there's animal products in there. And then even all the plant-based foods anyway, if animals are killed in the production of monocrops, that's the ethical standard. So $5 worth of carbon credits, one expensive coffee. So that's the other concern. Now, health. We are fed a lot of information, a lot of dietary guidelines, a lot of stuff from the government. And I've really come to question a lot of it simply because, well, we had a family member that started ignoring all of the health advice. It started doing some research into the ketogenic diet. They were frustrated because they were put on statins and diabetic, and they managed to reduce their need for medication by simply changing their diet. This is the thing. And they're doctors who were angry at them for doing it. Just think about that. Your doctor is angry at you because you've made dietary decisions that go against the guidelines. Although this is a few years ago, so the guidelines are starting to change this. The government's starting to catch up. And the doctors were angry at you when you didn't need the medications, when you didn't need the statins, when you didn't need the insulin anymore. And that got us starting to look at it too, because we had a horrible diet. As a family, we'd be driving past Macca's and eating lots of seed oils, junk food, very carb-heavy diet. It wasn't a meat-heavy diet that a lot of people think. We actually started our food journey with a month of veganism. We did the Daniel fast. I think we managed 22 days. Rachel had it really tough giving up sugar. And for me, it was coffee. Coffee was quite difficult. And bread. We couldn't use yeast, so I had to learn to mill my own flour. But in some ways, while that diet wasn't sustainable long term, not as easy as how we're living now, you just weren't satiated as much. And the prep was just ludicrous how much prep time there was. It was great for detoxing off the standard Australian diet. So I see it as a stepping stone. So I'm on Twitter the other day, and I'm seeing someone posting a tweet going, okay, I saw Shane Warne was, Shane Warne's death has kicked me into gear to get into shape. Boy, I miss bacon. And someone shared them a post to some plant-based bacon. Plant-based bacon. So I had a look at it because I obviously recommended this person enjoy their bacon and look at low carbohydrate down under to look at all of their advice. But let's jump over here and have a look. So this is what they shared, this recommendation of plant-based, made with plant meat-free bacon. So it shouldn't even be called bacon. I would argue that's false advertising because there's some people that may not understand what they're buying. And that was me years ago when I was a high school kid working at Woolies in Surfers Paradise on my lunch break, and I wanted just some milk. I felt like some milk. So I went to one of the aisles and I bought unrefrigerated milk, and I went and drank it, and I nearly threw up. This was disgusting. I thought, had I bought some off milk? What's Woolies doing here? It was soy milk. That was my first ever encounter with this type of food. Utterly disgusting. My body was warning me. Anyway. So this is said to be meat-free bacon. If we have a look here, I mean, look at that. It even tries to imitate the fat in real meat. You can see it there. It's kind of gross. Look at that. It's 3.5-star health rating. This is considered heart healthy, everyone. It's full of carbohydrates and seed oils, which will do untold damage to your body. Your blood glucose will spike every time you consume carbohydrates. Let's have a look at the back here. There you go. This is the type of frankenfood that the World Economic Forum will be pushing on us. We'll be like the people, the proletariats in that train movie eating the cockroach mush, which this is, while our elites at Davos feast on steak. And you've also got to understand this type of food, this plant-based carbohydrate, processed garbage. I mean, here's the image they show. I mean, this is a nice picture they show here. You got some lovely, there probably wouldn't be scrambled eggs, avocado, bit of spinach and some mushrooms and this. I don't know about you, but that's not how my bacon looks like. So here's the details. Made with plants, bacon is an absolute game changer if you love the taste and texture of bacon, but are trying to eat more plant-based foods. This crispy, streaky, meat-free bacon is American style and sure to satisfy. Tastes and smells just like traditional bacon. Okay, what's the point then? What is the point? You're psychologically trying to mimic real foods? It's because if you put in front of a child or even an animal like a baby or a dog, some nice meat, even like some raw mince or some lettuce, what do you think they'll go for? They'll go for the meat every single time because that's food. They recognize it. It satiates them. It doesn't make them feel bloated. And babies, they're born in a ketotonic state. They're in ketosis. Anyway. Here's the interesting. It's soy protein. Okay, this is soy stuff, and this is one thing I'm noticing. I'm trying really hard to cut out any seed oils. If you haven't looked into it, look at how they're manufactured. If there's one thing you take away from this, even if you're a vegetarian or vegan and you happen to be watching this, get off the seed oils. Get away from them. They're completely bullshit. If you can't make your food in your kitchen at home, how do you think it's possible that humans evolved with that? No, not possible at all. Okay, and sure, we have mass manufactured and factory farming. A grain-fed cow beef isn't as good as grass, but the difference is so small. You shouldn't feel guilty about it. You buy what you can afford. That's going to be more of the issue. We haven't even gotten to the price of this yet. Anyway, naturally neutral flavor, making it the excellent base for many meat alternatives. Yeah, so soy tastes like nothing, like crap. So they're saying it's neutral, and they'll add flavoring to it. Thanks to a few secret herbs and spices, you'll enjoy the unmistakable flavor of bacon with an authentic mouthfeel. That's just like the real deal. I don't know. I've tried some vegan sausages. Rachel gave them to me at a party. I don't think she realized. And it was disgusting. It tasted rubbery. It doesn't have the same texture. You can tell the difference. Cook it just like you would traditional bacon. Make sure to let it crisp up on both sides. Okay. Now, it's meat-free. It's 100% vegan. You prepare it like traditional bacon, so you got to cook it probably well, traditional bacon, you'd cook in lard, wouldn't you? You'd cook it in lard. No, you wouldn't. Not here. Now you're cooking it probably in more seed oils. And it's made in Taiwan. So just think about it. This stuff is packaged and shipped to Australia from Taiwan. How can that be good for the environment? There's a whole lot of embodied energy in this stuff. This is what I'm talking about when we're discussing embodied energy. And I'm going to I will bring up this definition here, guys, because I honestly don't think a lot of people understand this concept or are even exposed to it. In architecture school, we're familiar with it. We're taught it all the time. But I don't know if people in normal life are. So it's the sum of the energy required to produce any goods or services, considering it as if that energy was incorporated or embodied in the product itself. So the fact that our fake bacon is imported from Taiwan, there's all the shipping implications of that. And let's, hang on. I will find Harvard Atlas. Here we go. This is live shipping data. I'll agree. So just think about it. Come on, why isn't Australia? We've got no shipping. So just think about it. Where's Taiwan? Where am I going? Okay. So here. So it's shipping all the way from Taiwan here on a ship, or maybe flying. That would even be worse. But on a cargo ship all the way to Australia. Okay, that huge journey, your bacon is going for that long. And I wonder, do they even need to refrigerate this stuff? That's an interesting one. So let's look at the ingredients here, everyone. Because this is what we all need to be doing. We all need to start looking at the ingredients of what we're eating. Added sugar is a big thing. Seed oils are huge things. If they're the goal is to eliminate those from your diet. Okay, the excessive amounts of added sugar isn't the same as what humans would have had in previous times. Not to the same extent. And diabetes, in German, Austrian, it's called Zucker. Traditionally, it's related to eating too much sugar. It's funny that. So, there's water in it. Fantastic. Soybean oils. And remember, you've got to remember the order they're put in here on the product, which I'm assuming is the same here. Yes, this is the order the majority of the product is. So the most of what you're paying, we haven't looked at the price, $40 a kilo for $40 a kilo. This is just 200 grams for $8. 200 grams for $8, $40 a kilo. Now we know why Davos and the World Economic Forum are saying meat will be a luxury treat. They want you to eat this plant-based shit. So you're getting water. Fantastic. Soybean oil. Textured soy protein, a non-GMO soy protein isolate. Wheat starch, wheat protein. Stabilizers 170 and 516. Modified starch 1414. Salt. Oh, good. There's some salt there. See, all the dietary advice about salt too, that's all changed. Have a look. It's slowly being changed. Because it's all been proven to be, well, the recommendations for some organizations for your salt intake are unhealthily low levels. I honestly think they're going to look back at this time and just think we were such a bunch of idiots. They really are. It's going to be us like looking back at the dark ages. They were probably smarter than we are now, honestly. Yeast extract. Oh, there you go. That's where you're getting your flavor from. Sugar. So it has sugar in it. A hydrolyzed vegetable protein. Vegetable extract from peas and carrots. Flavors. What flavors? Smoke flavor. White pepper. And colors. There you go. 170. If we have a look here at the breakdown per 100 grams, it's 1.2% sugar, 7% carbohydrates. And the sugar's under that. The fat is 16.8 grams with 3 grams saturated. But none of it will be animal-based fat, so it's all seed oils. It's completely seed oils. And it has 14.1 grams of protein. Now, here's one thing you have to understand. The bioavailability of nutrients in plants is not the same as the nutrients available in animal products. So you'll see you may need to eat a significantly larger portion of a plant-based foodstuff to get the same nutrients as you would from animal-based. There's just slight differences in some of these nutrients, everyone. Okay, so there you go. That's the fake meat, fake bacon. Let's have a look at the real bacon. So, shortcut bacon, you can have a look here, okay, yeah. I mean, it's not bad. This doesn't have much fat on it. They just cut all the bits off it, which kind of sucks because that can taste really nice when you make it all nice and crunchy. That's kind of the best bit, to be honest. But still, I mean, you can fry these up. These are nice, easy to cook. I know what we've started doing, we've just started dicing our bacon, and we actually roast it in the oven. So we'll get, a kilo of bacon or 750 grams of bacon, and we'll just dice it all up by hand, chuck it in the oven, and just roast it, grill it, sorry. We'll grill it in the oven and flip it a couple of times. It's just easy because we need to cook so much. So, I mean, this is less than one meal for us because we'll cook a whole batch because there's so many of us, we have to cook a lot. So it's $7, $14 a kilo as opposed to $40 a kilo. So right there's already a huge difference. It's cheaper. Okay? And it's made in Australia from at least 21% Australian ingredients. Okay, so it's some of the pork imported. But look at this here, the Heart Star rating. It's got a 1.5. I've started ignoring these things. I do the opposite of the Heart Star rating. You'll see there's so much processed crap that's getting these high ratings, which is insane, which doesn't align with any of the latest research that's coming out. People are following this stuff, and they're getting sick. They're getting Alzheimer's. They're getting diabetes. So, here we go. The number one ingredient is pork, 85%. Remember, with the meat-free alternative, it was water. You're paying $40 $40 a kilo for water, guys. Okay? Then you've got water. Then it's cured with salt, sugar, mineral salts. 451, 450, antioxidant 316, and preservatives 250. And then it's naturally wood smoked. We have a look here at the stats. The energy per 100 grams, let's compare that actually. So this is apparently more energy dense. 100 grams is 987 kilojoules, where 100 grams of the bacon is 607. Probably because this is shortcut and lower fat. You've got protein is 16.1, there 14.1, so you're getting more proteins. Fat, 8.6. Fat total, 16.8. So there's higher fat in the fake bacon, but it's all seed oil bullshit, where this fat is lard. It's animal-based fat. Nothing wrong with lard, everyone. This is the whole hang on, I need to bring up. I mean, here, this is, I want to draw your attention to this, Ansel Keene's 7-country study. Okay, this is what has influenced a whole lot of the dietary guidelines and a whole lot of the fear about cholesterol and fat as well, which it makes no sense. It really does make no sense. Look at the data that he picked on the left. Look at the data he had. He cherry-picked it. But this is from a previous time, everyone. So the methodology used in the research isn't the same as today. So let's keep going. And that's it. Look at all the reviews, everyone. It actually has reviews here. Good value, delicious, best part of the bacon. I don't know. I like the fat. Slice of heaven. It's good. Not the most flavorful bacon, but it does the job because it doesn't have as much fat in it. So you can see here, it actually has reviews for it. And where's the plant-based reviews? I guess the product line hasn't been around so long. So there's a video I'd encourage you all to watch. It's this one here from Dr. Paul Mason. Why your doctor thinks cholesterol is bad. It's a 20-minute video. It's not too long. I would listen to it while I'm doing some sanding or work around the house. I will link to it at the end of this video. I highly recommend you check it out because he just drops some really good truth bombs in this and just looks at the research. What he discusses about statins, if you haven't heard of it, if If you haven't seen just the truth behind statins, it's this is why this is the journey that really made me skeptical of a lot of the government advice that we're given. Think about it; it's all accepted. The problem is everything from the medical industry. It's eminence-based medicine. I heard that term, where it's to do with the eminence of the person making the claims leads more weight to it than the actual data. It's funny that. Look at what happened with Ansel. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I just thought we'd do a quick video looking at this because this just seemed so stupid. I mean, if you are going to go plant-based, do it without the seed oils. Just do it without the seed oils. You'll be a million times healthier. It's going to be a nightmare to get your fats. You're going to be eating a lot of avocado, and hopefully there are no... How else could you do it? Just eat eggs, okay? Just eat eggs. It's okay. Eat them. Eat eggs if you're going to go vegetarian. Or eat fish as well. Just do all that. It's going to be easier and better for you. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Do you prefer the plant-based stuff? Have you ever eaten it? Or the meat-based stuff? And have you seen any of Dr. Paul Mason's lectures? Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I put together here, there's a few ways you can help out. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon, sign up for SelfWealth or Stake, or use our affiliate links down below. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. And I'll make sure to put the effort into a link to the video from Dr. Paul Mason here. Check it out, everyone, if you have not. And follow the Low Carb Down Under website. Just do a binge. When you're cleaning around the house, when you're doing some chores, painting the house, just put it on and listen to it. Take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you later.